Hello there. I'm going to be in this game. I was going to mainly be talking about, what I did in this game. Of course, this is a TVT, as you can see. Um, TVT is a really fun matchup. I think it's definitely best out of the three different matchups. There's TVT, ZVZ, and PvP, obviously. And TVT is definitely the most fun. I played ZVZ, for a while in Wings of Liberty. I don't know. I just didn't really like it. It was just too spammy with Zerglings and Banelings. Um, and then PvP is just like the same. Usually it was just erase the Colossus and you just spam that one unit. And even though TvT is like, oh, you just make tanks and then that's basically it. Um, well, it's also the whole like the tank lines, and you have to make sure you creep forward and you have to do it carefully or else you'll just lose all your stuff. Instead of just having Colossus, you just kind of engage and then make sure you focus down specific things. But I don't know. I like TvT a lot better here. Of course, the normal opening is just barracks, gas. I might open up a Reaper in this game, as you will see, and I think I have some latency issues, but I guess it doesn't really matter on a replay. Um, Being very annoying, blocked his barracks, and then I also blocked just in case you put a supply depot there. But I did see those two barracks. So of course, got my Reaper out now. Being very annoying with that, microing the crap out of it. Just do the roundabout like Reapers always do. So I did have my two barracks, mainly because I thought he was just going to, do a two barrack Marines, better safe than sorry. So I just threw that extra barracks down before I did my command center. But my command center is up, and he doesn't exactly have one yet. He just went, two barracks in a factory. I guess he wanted to get up his, Marine Marauder tank army before we actually expanded, which kind of isn't really that good considering I already expanded. Unless, of course, he does attack right away, which I didn't think it was the case in this game. I think he just, massed up a little bit and then, he attacked too late, so it didn't actually end up working out for him. So there is the tanks coming out. I'm just Marine Marauder and tanks. Definitely needed more workers. This guy isn't really that high of a league. Um, and I guess also it's not really a fair, game because even though now I was in like silver, but like I've been in high platinum with Terran, like a few months ago when I played a lot more. I haven't really played recently. It's just starting to get back into it, but it's not going to be, too much longer until I actually, um, until I actually get back up there. Going through silver and gold is pretty easy, especially when you go mech. Except as against Zerg, I'm starting to do a lot more, starting to do a lot more bio because bio is fun against Zerg. Um, I don't know. I just don't like bio against Protoss. It's just I don't know. You mess up and then you die from Colossus and Storm, so it's just annoying. So I knew that was coming, obviously, because I scanned them. So I just, pulled all my workers to the bunker there. And then I have my tank up, so I did siege up there. Focusing down the tanks, killed that tank, and then at this point, he basically just backed off. Being annoying with the Reaper. I probably could have killed that tank, but I figured if he would have turned around and shot me, I would have lost this. I'd rather just, get a Reaper in there and just to scout to see what he had. I did kill that SCV though. Jump up, see the starport, delayed the starport, and lost Reaper because I was probably doing something back here. But hey, now I got my Banshees out. Of course, Cloak is on the way. No point of having Banshees without Cloak. Especially now that it's so cheap, so I definitely gonna start using Banshees a lot more in my games. And some other games that I casted where I mentioned that too. So, this is kind of just showing that I definitely want to use Banshees more. And then I have two mines coming in, just kind of as a spotter, to know if he's going to move out. This guy definitely needs more workers. But then again, I only have 41, so I just need to work on that as well. My macros with SCV sometimes isn't that good. Got the second Banshee coming along here. I think maybe he does he know that Oh, it doesn't even know that they're there. Okay. And a third Banshee, and taking my third. Back at base, I'm basically just, making factory units, some Thors. And then I fight with the Banshees, but then meanwhile I bring this one and attack over here instead. And then, microing the crap out of these Banshees as well. He's going to use another scan. So this Banshee ends up, I do see that he's moving out. That's the good thing about the mines there. So meanwhile, those are killing that. This is killing all those workers, 22 kills on that. And then yeah, he decides to just, sack his whole base and just try to kill me off. But he didn't have that much workers to begin with. I lost the Banshee there.
Our SCVs are under attack.
So he does have a few tanks. These tanks are kind of far back. Bring over his SCVs because of course he's just gonna all in. Able to get 23 kills, so that was definitely, definitely well worth it. Repairing his tanks up. Bring in my Banshees back. More mines going off. Got some Thors. And then he just moved in and sieges up, but of course I'm on the high ground. And also I dropped, all my stuff on his base. Which is definitely something good if you have, Hellbats. You just put them in there and then, because they're really tanky. Like, I think Marines die in 2 shots of tanks, Marauders die in 3 shots, but the Hellbats die in 4 shots. So that's why in just TVT in general, I always go Mech. Because if you have Marine tanks, I can go Marine Hellbats. My Hellbats last longer than your Marines, so it works out. And then just to compensate for that, you just get a little bit of Vikings, and plus, since you're going Mech anyways, you'll have that extra armor. So if you do transition into air, then it works out, a lot in your favor because then you already have the air upgrades, of course. All right, so that's basically it. All right, so thanks for watching and have a good day.